It's Sammy.
It's Rachel.
Donna.
Nicole.
And we're going to be your MCs for our Twilight Roundtable discussion with our two special guest star Twilight actors, Kellan and Gil. Now, we're going to be bringing them out in a moment, and I know it's really exciting, and I know you guys came here to see these two actors amongst many other things, but keep in mind that everybody here wants to be able to hear the questions and hear the answers, so you're going to have to do a lot of inside voices. Okay? So that everybody is able to hear. Just so you guys all know, we had fan-submitted questions online. So the questions that we are asking today are either questions that we as a staff came up with or that were submitted by fans. So we're not actually going to be taking any audience questions today. I hope you guys did get your questions in because we've got a lot of good ones. And we're also going to be doing a live Ustream answer, or question and answer at the very end of the thing as well. So hopefully we'll be able to answer all of your questions and hopefully you get to learn all you want to know about your actors, okay? So thank you guys for cooperating.
Thank you. If you didn't know how to submit your questions, we did have a thing on the website and also in the forum, so I recommend you all join the forum after you guys get home and relax. And then you'll be able to have up-to-date news on everything we do if you just keep in touch with us.
Also the future Accio Cons.
We're asking that question though.
And that was an outside voice.
Oh, how do you feel when these are representing Americans? That's a good one. How was that?
A couple people over here. Don't like it. But okay, hold on.
All right, our first guest is known as Billy Black, Gil Birmingham.
We're going to try that again and mean it for real this time. This is where you guys can be.
Ready? Gil Birmingham!
Love you too! We love you too!
And our next guest is known as Emmett Cullen. Kellan Lutz!
Can you kind of do the? Can you?
Down with you guys!
Try to keep your arms down low. That's okay.
Okay, guys, we're going to get started. As you may have heard me say to the group here, these are fan-submitted questions from Accio Con's forums, and also some questions that the staff came up with. So, obviously, we're here because of the Twilight movies. So, we would love to ask you some questions about your characters. If you guys want to share that microphone. So, for you, Kellan, what qualities do you think that you share with Emmett?
I think every quality in a way. I love life, and I feel like Emmett just is so happy to be whatever he, I mean, he's so happy to be a vampire, but even when he was hunting in the woods, just loved being an outdoorsman and getting into trouble, which is always fun. And then the protecting side. I come from a big family, so it's nice to really play the big brother role that Emmett played as well. So I just love being Emmett and playing him, and he's one of my favorite characters just because he can always just smile and get away with everything.
And he does. I love all the little snide comments he says in Breaking Dawn. So yeah, really funny. That'll be fun for you to play with him.
I can't wait. Hopefully.
And Gil, how do you feel? What do you share with Billy Black's character?
I think it's the family. You know, again, it's you know, he's the keeper of the secret, and you know, especially with having children and all, you know, children tend to have secrets of their own, and this ancestry that comes down through this lineage, he's also carrying secrets. But yeah, I think it's mostly the family connection, and his connection with Mother Earth and all the things that go with that.
I think this one's more towards, Kellan might know more about this one. What are your thoughts on Midnight Sun, or at least what you know of it?
I had the pleasure to read it before it got leaked, and it was just really nice, especially for myself, and seeing Rob's point of view that Stephanie envisioned in a way for Edward. It's so complex, and reading Twilight, you know, you have Bella's point of view of how everything goes down, but Edward is such a complex character, and I think it was great for Rob to have that piece of homework to read up on so he could portray it, you know, as being Edward. And I don't know, it's really nice to see his point of view and seeing his relationship between the family. And there's an excerpt that Stephanie had that she shared with myself called Emmett and the Bear, which I think is on her website, that I love because it doesn't really share that much about Edward and Emmett's relationship, but with reading that, I know. So it was nice to have all that inside scoop info.
It's always be quiet.
So continuing talking about your characters, if there was one thing about your character Twilight you could change, what would it be? You both related to the characters very well, but is there anything that you would change about it?
I love being strong and having this power to, you know, lift trucks and whatnot. But I wish, like, I love how Jasper has the calming ability and Alice has the, you know, not mind reading, but like the future, you know, can see what's going on. And then Edward has the mind reading ability. Like, Emmett's just like, yeah, he's strong. Which is nice, but, you know, it's like, and just like I did a part on Heroes where I was hopefully gonna have a power, because I'm obsessed with having some power, and nothing, no dice on that one. So I'm waiting.
Oh my gosh, I would
die.
die.
Fireballs or
Him and
This one's for both of you.
Wait, hold on. No, please come answer.
I think your power lies in just being hot. I'd love to be able to transform into a werewolf.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of missed that boat because these guys showed up late. But, you know, I take a look at Taylor and the guy's just buffed out now. Man, look at him. Thank you.
Okay, this one was submitted by Jessie, who's actually our Victoria on the Accio Con cast. Right there. The Twilight movie is huge. I think that a lot of actors went into the project without understanding how big the fan following really is. What was some of the feedback you have received from fans regarding your performances in the movie? And also, would you sign on for the project if you knew it was going to be this massive?
You know, I don't want to sound cliche, but it's an honor and a privilege to be able to be in a position where you can bring this kind of joy to people, you know. And we love you as fans, and it's a mission for, I know, many of us to be able to provide that, you know, to be in that place. But what was the question again?
It was a long one. Oh, it was definitely a long one. Would you have signed on if you knew it was going to be this massive?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you?
I would love to be a vampire. I enjoyed being all colonized yesterday.
Well, you know, the thing about, I think the reason it attracts so many people is it's got that lore of the vampire and werewolves, but it's still about the human being connection. You know, it's a love story. And it's the interconnection with people.